Hello? Is anyone home? Hello?
Oh, yes. Hello. Hi, sir. How can I help you?
Santa's come to deliver some presents.
Oh, well, Sam, before you do that, I would like to come and have you interviewed on my couch over here real quick. I have a couple questions about your tax performance these last couple of years.
You said tax performance?
Yeah, this is an audit, sir. You're a St. Nicholas, right? Santa L. Claus.
Ho, 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 ho. Santa has to go.
Oh, sir, get back. Sir, this is official audit here. Sir! Get him. He's getting away. He's getting away. Get him. Jeez, that was fucking crazy. You saw that guy running down the street there?
Yeah, he was naked for some weird reason. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck was going on with
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. We had some cop cars following him. That wasn't cool. That guy did some not cool stuff. I didn't expect to see that. That wasn't on my bingo card for today.
It was on mine.
Oh yeah.
See fat old man run down the street naked? Huh, check.
Oh, no. Did you get a bingo, or you got like one more or two? Still
No,
on
I'm
the
missing a
card?
space. I got to see a transvestite Thai girl still.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, we can make a trip to Thailand. Is it the end of your bingo card? We can make that in a couple days.
Let's go.
All right. Nah, fuck that. We got
Yeah.
podcasting to do. Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Welcome to episode 149
It's been a while.
of the Vibin podcast. It has. We've been up to some fun things, some holiday things, some New Year type things, all sorts of things.
A lot of busy, fun things.
A lot of busy business, full of business times and business things. I want to make business cards. So I can just hand them out, but just put like random things on them. Like it'll all be the same style, but it'll be like my name, right? And then maybe just like, underneath it's always something different, like attorney at law, or like federal pussy inspector, or just various other things.
Here's a funny one that I just thought of. What if you like had people, here's my card, and it says Caesar Vegas card, and that's all it says. Here's my card.
Here's my card. So it's just your name. Yeah, just your name on
Just
nothing else.
here's my card.
What do I do with this? You'll know. Well, if you need me, I'll be there. It's like a Final Fantasy summon.
Yeah, you tear it, and then I pop out.
Yeah, it's like a genie. You tear it, and I poof right out of it. You release the magic seal hidden within.
You don't get any wishes though. I just come out and I'll bother you for like about an hour.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then and then I leave, and then every night I sneak another card back into your shoe drawer, into your shoe drawer. You know the drawer in your cabinet or in the dresser where you keep your shoes. Your shoe drawer. I put it in there so you see it every morning. You always have a nice fresh Caesar ticket to tear.
And if you throw that one away, don't worry, because there's one in your underwear drawer too.
Yeah, it always comes back, just like a good boomerang, or a bad ex lover who you don't really want to have a continuing ongoing relationship with, but the sex is too good, so you just kind of fall back into that relationship every once in a while because you got nothing else going on you for you at the time until you end up with another stab wound and another court trial date, and that's just too much to go through for like the fourth or fifth time. So you put it to the side, but it's going to happen again. You're going to have a drunk night texting again where it's all just going to start tumbling back into the same place, and you're going to hope you're ready for it when it happens, but you won't be.
But damn, will that sex feel good for 5 minutes?
Yep, it'll feel good.
Man, I'll be honest, I've been going back down some rabbit holes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's always / never good.
It's never good. Yeah, I've been going down a lot of rabbit holes lately, and it's well, I'll be honest, I'm a furry.
Yeah, I'm afraid. Yep, those rabbits, they'll get you. You
Yeah.
know, you think you're going in to catch some rabbits. Little did you know, eventually they're going to catch you. Not only with their heart and their eyes, but also their orifices and penises.
I saw a really funny I saw a funny I don't know if you've seen this before, but it has Josh Peck in it.
Okay.
It's like I don't know if it's like really holiday related, but it has Josh Peck and some other guys in it. It's an Elmo. It's like a naughty Elmo, and he's going down and having a fun time. And at some point, he does a big fat line of coke, and then you just see him fuck a rabbit. I don't know if you've seen that.
Nice. Is this is a movie, right?
No, maybe. I've only ever seen it in clips, so I don't know.
There was that movie that came out about like it was like the Puppet Town Murders or something, and it was like
Whoa.
that R-rated like gritty movie, but it was like puppets, so it was like Muppet style, and it was so.
As long as there's no Miss Piggy.
Yeah, there might have been some porking around going on. Maybe not a Miss Piggy, but it wasn't like Muppet style type. Or?
No, because the only puppet that was there was Elmo. It was just Elmo.
Oh, okay. What, was it Elmo or was it a slightly off brand?
No, it was full on. It was like a good Elmo, like
Okay.
like a high quality Elmo, not like Tickle Me Elmo, but
Oh,
a good
yeah.
high quality Elmo.
Oh, all right. Yeah, good high quality Colombian Elmo, straight off the fucking boat. No impurities or anything. No baby powder or nothing in it. Pure
No
Elmo.
stitch marks, even better.
Damn, yeah, it sounds. Maybe that might have just been like a like an internet bit, maybe.
Yeah, it's just like Elmo having a fun time with like people. And he does like a bunch of drugs, and at some point he pulls out a gun on these people, and then he puts
Nice.
it in his mouth, and they're like, "Don't do it."
Don't do it. Don't shoot us or yourself. You're just going through a bad trip right now. It's fine.
It just has Josh Peck in it, and that's why I like it.
Yeah, he is a pretty good actor.
He was in Oppenheimer.
Was yeah,
Josh
he
Peck.
was. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was the guy that flipped that one switch at some point.
he was hey, say what you will about whoever he was embodying in that movie. He flipped the switch at one time.
And he did his country a service.
Yep, by contributing to the death of millions of Japanese civilians.
That didn't need to die, but
I mean, that's always the debate. It's like, well, it's like,
yeah,
wait, I think it was like millions. I think it was like 10,000 or something, or like 100,000. It's like, well, do
yeah,
you?
a number that doesn't make you feel as bad.
Yeah, but it's like, do you do that, or do you let millions die from war? Yeah, it's like it was a numbers game, and they were playing those numbers like you play the lotto, and I think they came out on top.
Yeah, it came out on top. Well, something fell on top of them.
Yeah, something was definitely on top, and then dispersed throughout. But that's it's neither here nor there.
I remember the story about some guy from those bombings who like survived the bombings, but like he had like bunch of radiation poisoning. So like I think it was like for 3 months his body was just slowly dying on him, and he couldn't do much about it.
Yep. No, that's yeah, radioactive fallout. Yeah, that'll happen.
But here's the thing though: would you survive that if you were in an underground bunker?
Maybe if it was lead lined or lined pretty much at all, and depending on how deep it is, I think you could possibly survive. And as long as that bunker was designed well up to codes, it doesn't like cave in on you at the first shockwave.
But isn't lead bad for you too? Like if it was lined with lead, or if it's like the outside of the bunker, it
Yeah,
won't be bad.
yeah. As long as if it's like lead, and then it's like covered like drywall or something, you're not like getting directly exposed. Or I don't think it's like touching it, but I think it's like actually ingesting lead. That's why it's like people, like there's like lead based paint. That's like kids like eat the paint chips. That's how they would get the lead poisoning or like in water and shit.
So you can have lead paint in your house as long as you don't eat
As
it.
long as you don't eat it, yeah. I think that's as far as I think
Okay.
that's where it
Well,
goes. Yeah.
what kid would I can't I guess I can't really say shit because I'd be like, well, what kid would eat a paint chip? And then you got kids like 5 years eating Tide Pods and shit.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
his kids will eat anything.
Yeah, especially if you're in a lower income area and you're like a shitty school and the paint's chipping off the walls or using that shitty lead based paint. And apparently it tasted good or like sweet or something, or because otherwise they wouldn't eat it because it would taste fucking bad. But apparently, yeah, it had like a taste to it that was like, I don't know, just not, I guess, not bad.
There's nothing else to fucking eat, so you're gonna eat the wall paint.
Well, if you're sitting in the middle of class, you're bored to shit with the teacher telling you how to fucking make a square or some shit. You're like, oh, this paint's chipping. But you're like, fuck with it. It's like, oh, what if I eat it? And then, hey,
Why?
lead. Slow poisoning over decades of my life.
I saw a picture, and since we're talking about bombings, it was something related towards not that bombing, but it was like the testing of the bombs. To see how things would work out, to see how powerful the explosion would be.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a picture. It was like 1939. It was like a group of girls, I think family, friends, just swimming in like a river. And then and then the caption on this picture was this girl and her group of friends just hanging out, like having fun in the river. But that girl that was mentioned in the beginning would only live would be the only one in this photo to live to see 30 because there was they were testing fucking bomb dropping sites like near the area where they were, and I guess they didn't tell anyone about it either where they were testing. So,
Yeah, because then you got to fucking pay fines and let people know things and not have things to say about it. Just
but that's
hush
so
hush.
depressing. That's so depressing.
Yep.
Only lived to see 30,
Yep.
and
Because
she was the only one.
yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, she just didn't get all the whatever radiation was. Yeah, it was just like whatever off shit they were putting off and it just leaked into the water supply. 'Cause of course, like radiation like seeps into the ground and gets in the soil and shit. So yeah, not a fun time.
And it was sad because there was like 10-year-old girls and it's just
Yeah,
too young, too young.
could have turned into some high quality poon in their later years, but now we'll never know. Could have
Yeah,
been the next. Could have been the next.
Marilyn Monroe,
Or the next. What's what?
Sydney Sweeney,
Yeah, or what's that porn star that killed herself?
Ava Adams.
Yeah, that one. Or was she the one that?
There's a lot of porn
that
stars who
yeah,
killed
there's a
themselves.
lot of porn that have killed themselves lately.
Let's look it up. Let's look up the list and see how
Yeah.
many porn stars have killed themselves.
And in what ways?
You know what?
And
Yeah,
what
and
ways?
in what
Gotta know.
ways?
Just makes you think of I've got my girlfriend to watch I Think You Should Leave,
Ha!
which is a great show because it's one of those shows you show to some people. It's like at first they don't like it, but it's like no, really, just sit and watch this, and eventually they come around to it. And there's a bit where they do the baby of the year, and at the end they do in memoriam because they don't say babies forever, idiot. And it's just it says the day they or how they died or the time they died and the matter in which they died.
Well, here's a nice list. We got a few here from the nationalworld.com.
Nationalworld.com, a reputable source.
Nationalworld.com. Here's the first one. August Ames died December 5th, 2017.
Okay, I think that's I kind of
She
I
looks
think I
like
remember
this. Here's
that.
a
It's like
picture.
a red.
She's kind of,
May I?
yeah, she's all right. The Canadian porn star took her life in
Oh,
December
Canadian.
2017 after finding herself in the middle of a controversy over cyberbullying and homophobia.
Oh well,
She had it coming then.
I mean,
She did it to herself.
yeah, you be a woman and lick some snatch, you're gonna get called homophobic slurs.
Let's do this next one. Oh, we got guys on here.
Oh, nice,
Here goes
cool. Yep, yep, yep.
John Doe,
John, oh, that's how many
but it's
fucking
spelled Doe.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
there
John
you go,
Doe.
John Doe,
Yeah.
real doughy. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's another porn star named John Doe, like DOE, which is
Oh,
probably
that's
pretty
not as
well used porn
impressive.
name. No,
Died August 27, 2006. Doe, a seasoned performer with over 1,400 adult films and 71 directing credits,
no.
died.
It's like I've been acting so long. It's like I want to get behind the camera. I want to. It's like I've had so much experience. Yeah,
Jerry, take over.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's like like a regular actor. It's like becoming like a director. It's kind of funny. It's like I've been in it. But I want to see how it works.
So he died by suicide at 43 on August 27, 2006 in Chatworth, California.
Okay. Yeah.
His struggle with substance abuse and disillusionment with the adult industry, which is facing challenges due to the rise of illegal internet piracy, contributed to his worsening depression. Damn, it happens. It happens to a lot of porn stars, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, most porn's free anyways. So if you can't deal, if you can't survive in the porn market, then after already being successful, then I think you're just a bad business person because most of it's free anyways, and the ones that aren't free can be found very easily through other means.
That's why you go on podcast. Then people find you. Well, you can promote yourself. And
Oh,
then-
okay.
Yeah.
I think meant to find pornography. I was
No,
like,
well,
what?
there's probably a podcast for that.
Yeah, I like Adam 22's podcast with his wife. They do podcast and they fuck the guest on it or whatever.
What?
Yeah, because like his wife's like a porn star or whatever, and then they make porn together, and then they just have a chick on it. It's like for like the first half hour we're talking podcast, and the next half hour we're putting appendages in holes.
Damn.
Yeah,
All right, free three-way.
Yeah.
Here's another porn star, Cagney Lynn Carter,
okay. I think that's another one.
died
I've heard,
February
yeah.
15, 2024. Fairly
Yeah.
recent. Former porn star Cagney Lynn Carter died at 36 from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
That's one I was thinking.
According to the report, her official cause of death is listed as an intraoral shotgun wound.
Yeah, right in the mouth. Whoop.
Meaning that
Right,
she
back
shot
of the
herself
skull.
in the mouth,
Yep,
obviously,
yep.
after reportedly struggling with her mental health over the years.
Yeah, pulled the Cobain. That's
Hey, she's pretty cute too.
yeah, I mean, to be a porn star, yeah, it's
Yeah, look, we've talked about this before, and I'll mention it briefly. I would date a porn star if it came across my way. I wouldn't mind that.
I don't think I would.
You don't think you would?
No,
Yeah,
I don't think I have enough self-esteem to deal with that.
yeah. Well, obviously, I had to face I would have to face the trauma, knowing that when she'd come home, she'd be filled in either one hole or multiple, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, well, wash yourself out and let's have some dinner.
Yeah, exactly. Or in certain instances, she wouldn't even want to have sexual relations for the day after or multiple days after because she'd gotten railed too hard. Like if she took like a DP double anal or something, then she's out of commission for the next couple of weeks, and by that time she's already got to go out to another shoot. So
Well, I could put on one of her videos and enjoy it.
yeah,
That way.
exactly. Yeah, you could put on a POV video and pretend it's you.
Yeah, pretend it's me. Like, you like that, babe? Here's
Terrible.
Karen Lancome. Lacame? How do you? Lancome?
Lancome. Yeah, I feel like
Karen
yeah.
Lancome.
An actual name as opposed
actual
to
name.
as like a porn fake name.
For some reason, I kind of always like a chick who has a big nose. I don't know why.
Something
Something about it's just kind of exotic.
It can get into all the right crevices.
So yeah, a French porn actress, Karen Lancome, died by
Lancome.
suicide on 28th January 2005 by taking an overdose of temazepam and alcohol in her ex-boyfriend's apartment in Paris, France. She was 32.
This'll get him.
Why doesn't he love me?
But what better way to get back at your shitty ex? Like, well, I'm gonna kill yourself. I'm gonna kill myself in your apartment, fuckface, and you got to deal with it. It's pretty fucked up.
Hang on, I was trying to get to the next thing, and then what the fuck? Why is it taking me there? Come on, there we go.
Oh no!
I
what
clicked
does it
the
take you
next
to?
page, and then like some ad came up, and it like wouldn't let me exit it. I'm like, what?
Tired of jerking off alone?
Here we go. I got
Tired
it.
of jerking off the dead porn actresses alone?
Oh, geez, this black and white photo of a woman, so it's gonna be real sad. Mary Ruth Maxt, known professionally as Mary Millington from 1974 onwards, was an English model, call girl, and pornographic actress. She is known for her work in the short softcore film "Sex Is My Business." In her
Sex is my business.
"Sex
All
Is
right.
My Business." In her later years, she faced depression and pressure from frequent police raids on her sex shop.
Okay.
After
Yep.
oh
That,
Jesus,
that happens in the 70s. Yep. Yeah, that'll happen.
after a downward spiral of drug addiction, shoplifting, and debt, she died at home on August 19, 1979, of an overdose of medicine and vodka, age 33.
Uh, yeah. Well, hate to see it,
Jeez.
but
She's
hey, that's just pretty hot. That's the fault of the feds. That's cops' fault. Once again, it's all up to the government.
It's all up to the government.
If they hadn't have raided her sex shop to get their hands on some free dildos for their under sexually stimulated wives, then none of that would have happened.
Here's Shannon Wilsey, or slash Savannah, died July 11,
Savannah, is
1994.
that just Savannah?
Yeah,
That
no,
was the name.
slash Savannah.
Says Savannah. All right, yeah,
Yeah, maybe
single
she
name.
went by both.
Yep.
Maybe she went by both.
Yeah, Prince.
So
Fucking
Shannon
slash
Michelle
Savannah.
Wilsey, better known by her stage name Savannah, okay, that's her Savannah, was an American pornographic film actress who filmed over 100 videos during her career.
That's
Yeah.
nothing compared to that fucking guy
No,
earlier.
1,400.
Yeah, fuck.
That
Hundreds
dick was
rookie
passed
numbers.
around.
Yeah.
In January 2002, AVN ranked her at number 19 on its list of the top 50 porn stars of all time,
That 19 out of 50 ain't bad. Of all time, that ain't bad.
following a car crash that broke her nose. She attempted suicide by firearm and died at the hospital after being removed from life support at age 23 of July 11, 1994. I don't really see what. I guess maybe her nose was her star attraction, and then after that, if she
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Maybe she broke her nose and she's like, "Fuck, this nose job cost me like 10 grand, and I got to get it reset again. Better just kill myself than deal with that debt."
I guess
And,
so.
that's to suck and fuck so much more cock to deal with that.
Oh dang, this girl's
You know how
hot.
much anal you got to take to pay off a 10 grand debt?
At least 4.
At least probably like, yeah, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Here's a Tara Ray.
Still going.
I'm still going. This is interesting.
Tara Reid.
Tara Ray.
Oh, Ray.
WRAY.
WR.
Ray?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
If
know.
that's
Porn stars aren't the brightest.
if that's how you want to spell that name, bitch. Sure, go ahead.
She died January 13, 2016. Tara Ray, an adult film actress and
A
heavy.
lot of them in January. A lot of them
Yeah,
at the start of the new year. It's like, I'm gonna turn my life around.
I'm gonna do something different this year.
2 weeks later, I can't do nothing different.
She was an adult.
I'm good at his sucking cock. All right.
She was an adult film actress and heavy metal enthusiast. Made her debut in a Sweet
Hot.
Smokin' Hotties on March 8, 2007. Watch that later. March 8, 2007, and later hosted Radium, where she interviewed bands and performed in adult scenes.
Nice.
Wow. She joined the 2007 Ozfest tour as a model, where she met and began dating Static X frontman Wayne Static.
Static X. They get the frontman of Static X. Damn, bitch, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's like a '90s like shit rock band. That's like fucking like that's like a rolling, keep walking. Like that's like a Limp Bizkit. Like that's like worse than Limp Bizkit. It's fucking Static X. Holy shit.
Yeah, she joined the 2007 as a model, where she met and after Static's death on November 1st, 2014, Ray struggled with grief and died by suicide at her Joshua Tree, California home on 2016 January 13 at age 33, leaving behind a note with instructions for loved ones. Damn, that was like an hour away from here.
Yeah, it's a good place for doing drugs and I
Pretty
guess killing
cute.
yourself. Yeah, she looks like she'd be in the metal shows. Yeah, not as hot as I'd imagine, but
And that's the end of this list. So there's
That's the
probably
end of that
more,
list.
but we I think a good 7 to talk about. Remember all of them. Let's take a minute for all those porn stars who have passed away. Take your hat off. All right.
yeah, it sounds like about enough. Yeah. But speaking of pornographic sexual acts and death, we have a Berserk statue here.
Oh!
The Berserk man himself, Getsu.
Young Guts.
And yeah, and his Band of the Hawk. era arc. He's got the helmet. He's got the great sword. Not the Dragon Slayer. I think it's called the Dragon Slayer. Not the Dragon Slayer just yet, because he doesn't get that until after shit pops off. But yeah, it's a pretty cool figurine. He's also got a knife, making me think of fucking the Abyss Watchers and Dark Souls.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they're fucking also based off of Guts, sort of, because they're in the Covenant of the Wolf. You
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
it's a pretty sick statue. I'm gonna have to find a nice place to prominently display it. It'd
And
be
I
sick
think
as fuck.
you can move him around and do
Definitely,
like
yeah. There's
different
different poses on the
poses.
back. Yeah, there's one
Yeah.
holding the knife where it's like, yeah, and fuck, yeah. There might be a couple different faces too, or something. Yeah,
Maybe not. I don't know.
because I think there's one that, yeah, on this picture right here. There's a couple of, yeah. See, there's, or maybe these are like other shit I can like other ones you
It's
can
sold
buy.
separately,
Yeah, probably, maybe, or maybe there, maybe,
but it looks cool. Maybe it's just covered
yeah,
somewhere
maybe
down
it's
there.
down there here in the extras. Some sure. Yeah, but yeah, I don't really have any figures. I got a couple you know like dragon one figure that I bought when I was like 12 or 13
Hmm.
or some shit. But
But now you got an anime
yeah,
figure,
now maybe I can start buying more and have a full, full assortment. I won't get into the point where I'm getting the hot big titty ones, because
that's too desperate.
those definitely have their market, and I could definitely appreciate them in one way or another, and by putting them in various jars. But I would want definitely the cooler ones that would look cooler, such as Getsu.
Yeah, ones that you can display even when your family's home. You know,
Exactly, yeah, and don't make me look either like a sex pervert, or a
which you already do,
yeah,
kind of.
yeah, kind of hitting that mark already, or just a general freakazoid weeaboo.
Yeah, you don't want to be a weeaboo.
Yeah, you don't want a stretchy Luffy statue, because people are just be like, oh, look at this fucking asshole,
Look at this fucking.
look at this jerk off over here.
He likes anime. What a nerd. You know, I
I mean, yeah, we kind of.
yeah, kind of weird. Speaking of anime, I had something weird that happened to me the other day. So I don't know
Ooh,
if you ever had a boss or whatever job you've worked before, but my new boss, I started a new thing
yeah,
a few months
yeah.
ago. You know, at where I work, and I have a new boss now, and
New bus
he's an
suit.
interesting fellow. I like the guy. He always treats me fair, but he does something interesting to me like almost every day, and I think he
Oh
does
no,
it. He
almost
does
every day.
almost every day, and I think not just to me, but the people who he manages and like other bosses and stuff that are there. Well, I'll tell you what he did to me a few days ago. He got a hold of my cell phone number somehow, and
Stop
then
it.
I think he was leaving, but he didn't tell me he was leaving because I think he was hungover from Christmas or whatever.
All right, fair
And
enough.
then
He's the
he was
boss.
there
He
for
can
a
do
few
that.
hours. He's like, I can't handle this anymore or whatever.
Fucking
And
get
then
the
like
fuck
he
out of here.
leaves, and I didn't know he was leaving, but I feel my phone vibrate. You know, like more than halfway into my shift. And then I check it, and it's him who's calling because he had caller ID. And I pick up. He's just like, "You fat whore, you fat." And he's just like, "How does it feel being a fat whore?" I was just like, oh, "What?"
What?
But that's the thing. Of course, that's kind of wild for your boss to say that. But every day, almost, he calls me either a fat whore, a stupid slut, or a fat slutty whore, and then calls me. Sometimes he calls me gay, and he's gay himself, so that's kind
Okay.
of an insult, or a compliment.
Yep. Yeah.
Or
Or he's coming on,
compliment.
dude. He's like, you're gay.
He's called me thick. He's called me
Yeah.
thick before. And apparently he stared at my ass one time as I was
Nice.
on top of a ladder putting something
Yeah.
away.
Piece of man meat. Yep.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's a good guy, great boss, always fair with everyone. But he just calls people's names.
Yeah.
And it's not just me, it's other people that he calls fat whores, stupid sluts
Yeah,
all the time.
he's just slightly verbally and sometimes sexually abusive to his employees. That's why I
Uh,
just say it happens.
Just a little bit.
It's something that happens, and it's something you as an employee got to deal with.
And so speaking of anime, I know don't mean to touch you, but because your arm was right there.
Okay. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I forgot. How does this relate to anime? Yeah, I forgot
So
this is about anime.
this relates to anime because he told me the other day, and it was that same day he called me too and called me a fat whore. He was just like, "Hey," he asked me if I watched anime. Like, yeah, I watch anime. And then he asked me if I watched hentai, and I was just like, I don't really watch hentai. Obviously, I was lying.
Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
really,
Yeah, of course. It's some
yeah,
of the
of
hottest
course.
form of pornography there is.
Of
Yeah.
course, and then I told him I didn't really watch hentai, and then he was just like, "Well, I saw this hentai last night about some guy. It was like medieval, like they were wearing suits of armor.
Okay.
He's like,
Yeah.
this band of heroes went into this cave, and then they get jumped by all these goblins who just start raping them, and then
Yeah.
the big boss goblin comes out at the end with a really big cock and fucks all of them. But he was telling me he wasn't jacking off to this. He said he couldn't stop laughing at the voices the knights were making when they were getting raped."
Yeah.
He's just thought it was so funny. He's like, oh, oh.
It does sound kind of funny because especially the way you just did it. It sounded equally distressed and pleasurable.
So yeah, that's the boss I
All
have.
right, yeah,
Yeah, so that's how this relates to
something.
anime.
Yeah, it's something. All right, boy, oh boy.
Mm. Yeah, it's I gotta go jack off.
I never thought about gay hentai. Yeah, I
There's
never.
gay hentai.
Yeah, that's it makes sense. Yeah, I've never really thought about that.
There's yaoi, which is like the gay like
Yeah, but
manga.
that whenever I think of that, I think of like Pretty Boys or like more like My Hero, like Izuku and what's Bakugo.
Bakugo.
Yeah, kind of twinky,
Yeah.
like twink. I mean, not like big, like buff, like bears, like knights, like goblins, fucking a knight. Like that's like hardcore gay shit. It's like that's yeah, but it makes sense that it is because usually when you think of hentai, you think of magical anime girls
Uh-huh.
and either
Big titties,
tentacles, big titties, and
big penises.
B and BFBs, which are big fat bastards, which is
Oh, I hate that fucking stuff.
yeah, not
That's
into that
this.
person. Yeah, not into that. When what was it? What was the hentai site? N hentai is the new one, but the
Yeah.
old one.
Oh, I don't remember what the old one is.
Wow,
I don't think
what
I
was
ever
yeah,
used though. I think I've only ever, whenever I do, it's just N hentai.
yeah, because that's new. But the old one, I forget what it was. But yeah, it had the categories. Yeah, big fat bastard. That's when you have a like a big fat fucking stupid ass on a
Oh,
train.
Haname. I think that's it. Haname.net or
No,
something.
that was
No?
another one, but
That's probably
that
one
was
of them.
the OG one because the OG one got taken down for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe you just couldn't pay the fees for like the website hosting or something. But
Yeah, well.
I don't know. But yeah, it's big fat. Or maybe it's just like fat bastard. Yeah, it's not my favorite type.
Yeah, that's this guy. I don't know who's into fat
I'm the only
bastard
fat
porn.
bastard that should be involved in this porn experience.
Yeah, me.
Yeah,
I'm fat and
and
I'm a
I'm a
bastard.
bastard
My dad cheated on my on my
on my
mom.
wife.
My wife.
If your dad's not making sure your wife is approvable by fucking her, then you don't have a good dad. It's like the right of kings or whatever the fuck.
Rite of passage.
Prima nocta. Yeah,
Prima nocta.
yeah. Speaking of prima nocta and fancy words, Caesar, how's Game of Thrones? You still been on that Thrones train? You still been gaming?
I'm still on that Game of Thrones train. I think I had 2 or 3 episodes left of season 6.
Okay, I think that's where I stopped.
Yeah, but I think from what I've heard, and I think from what you had told me, the next season after that is when it gets bad. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows? Yeah, the shit with the Hound was cool, right? When he was in, like the little village or whatever.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna go kill those fucking guys for killing all those people I was hanging out with. And then
Yep.
he met those guys. You can't kill them. We'll let you hang one, but we don't kill here. And then he's like, oh man, oh shit. He's like, we'll fucking kill him. Yeah, it's I was so happy when I saw Ramsay get his fucking face pounded in by Jon Snow. Like, oh,
Yeah, the
I
Battle of the
I was
Bastards.
so fucking happy when I saw that motherfucker get beat up. I
Yep.
fucking hate that guy.
So poor old Theon got no cock.
No, got no cock, little pussy boy still, but hey,
Yep, got his cut off cock sent to his sister and dad or whatever.
and apparently he has a big cock. He had a big
Yeah,
cock.
yeah, but now no longer.
No,
I
no
think in one of
longer.
like the first, in like season 1 or 2, there's like a scene where like it's like something's happening, then it cuts to him like fucking a chick.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then you see his hanging dong, and it is pretty big.
Pretty big,
I
yeah.
think I can remember seeing his probably CGI'd, but hanging dong.
Also, I have a love hate relationship when the show does that, like cuts to something completely different. Because in this recent season, there was something that happened because you remember when Arya was like hanging out with those group of musical theater people because she's trying to like kill one of them to prove to the many face god, whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's still over in Essos
Like,
doing that
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Okay,
but there was
yeah.
like a weird scene, like something happened. I think it was like with Cersei, and then it cuts to some guy's fucking cock, like legitimately some cock, and you see some lumps on there, and it's one of those theater guys like, look, I just have these lumps on my penis, and I don't know what they are. But like it just cut to a frame, and that was the only thing you saw on screen was his fucking soft wee wee and like fucking lump, like some lumps on there, and then it zooms out, like look at it, like what is this? I don't know. It just happened. I'm not even joking. It happened when I was so caught off guard. I'm like, whoa! And he wasn't. And he was uncircumcised too. So I thought that was my dick up there. I was like,
He's like, these lumps, I don't know what it is.
so I mean, he was concerned.
So light and comical. Like, what's wrong with my penis? I don't know.
He's showing some girl there, and the mayor's like, "What is it?" And then
He's like, I don't know, but I'll suck it out for you. Oh man, that's
that's
hilarious.
herpes. Poor
Oh
guy.
man, funny times, fun
Yeah.
times.
It's a good show.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you got to watch Sopranos next.
I know. I've been telling Suds like we got to watch that next, and I've been trying to convince her. I'm pretty sure she'd like it. I know she would like it.
because it's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious and comedic show at times. It's like Game of Thrones that way, where it's got like the main, Game of Thrones has the geopolitics and what the
Mhm.
fucking oh, jeez, I thought that was a drink, and I was like, oh, I'm fucking retarded. And Game of Sopranos has the the mafia aspect, and like, oh, hit this guy in the rack or whatever. But there's also hilarious moments between characters where it's like, ha ha ha, these are real people.
That
Quite
show does a really
enjoyable.
good, fantastic job of like showing you like the personalities between each character and how they and I know that's what shows do, but like The Sopranos really does a good job of like building the world and like being invested into each significant person's life.
Yeah, but then well, with Sopranos, it's once you've seen it through once, or if you notice it soon enough, you begin to see like the pattern. It's like, oh, okay, because you have your central cast of characters, right? It's like, oh, okay, now there's this new guy's coming. It's like, okay, well, within the next season, he's probably going to die or something's going to happen. It's like, oh, next season, it's like, oh, this new guy's here. Oh, well, it's probably because I
They're
was
gonna
probably by the
die.
end of the season or so. But it's not always like you can't be like, oh, it's the season finale. This guy's going to die. Sometimes it goes over. It's like the second episode of the next season, like an episode before the season finale. It's kind of So I think in the back of your mind, it's like okay, this something's gonna happen with this fucking guy, or something's gonna happen at some
Yeah,
point, but you don't know exactly when or how because
yeah, exactly.
there's always other shit going on, just like Game of Thrones. It sits on the back burner for a while, and then
Mhm.
until it comes back with a vengeance, you're like, oh, now we're here. Oh, okay,
It simmers.
yeah, and then it just happens to be towards the end slash beginning of a season to establish new changes throughout the next bit of content and story arcage.
Nick, how was your Christmas? Let's talk about Christmas. What did you do for Christmas?
It's pretty good. We hung out on Christmas Eve. Went to my girlfriend's mom's place with a brother. Hung out for a bit. Had some hung out. She made like a Cuban pork style thing. It was like some big pork roast, like some orange thrown in there, like garlic shoved in. It
Nice.
was pretty delicious. But she tried to make
Oh no, was it
like
bad?
no, it was like the dessert. It was like chocolate pudding, but like as in like a drink, you know. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is she didn't start making it till we like already got there, or like shortly before. And for like Jello, because it was like it was like pudding
Oh, it has
Jello.
to set.
It's got
Yeah.
to sit for like a couple hours.
So you guys just drink hot
So
chocolate.
so no, so it was sitting there for for like in the fridge for like maybe an hour or hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But then we
Mhm.
took it out. It's like, no, this is still pretty liquidy. And then I tried a little bit like, yeah, it's still kind of chalky too. It didn't really kind of,
Ah.
but sorry, I didn't finish the glass I had. But that was kind of funny. Yeah.
Ha. That was a good Christmas to
Yeah.
remember.
But then when we drove over there, it was fucking raining. So
Oh, it was so bad.
so yeah, we were driving slow on the freeway, and then like I tried to go around this like big semi that was there, so I tried to go around him, and then, then just somehow right when I was getting like towards the front of him, he like rode over like a puddle and just sent like a splash of water right across my fucking windshield. So the whole thing was covered in water. But good thing I already had the wipers going, so it was only like that for like half a second,
Oh,
and then it
nice.
swept away, and I was like, and then we got there. Then on the way back, it wasn't raining, so it was fine. But yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah, we've had some fun adventures driving in the
Oh
rain.
yeah, fun times.
Yeah, some fun. Yeah, I fucking. I don't like driving in the rain either, Jim, especially that day because I had to go to work that day, and then after work I had to go run some errands, and driving around in the rain is a pain in the ass, especially when you're it's like on the freeway it's bad, but when in a city it's even worse because people don't know how to fucking drive, and
Yeah,
that's the worst part. Because then they're like, oh, they're like, driving extra slow, and
and
yeah,
some people driving too fast.
which is insane because if you drive too fast in the rain, like you're gone.
Yeah, and some people I see like driving on the freeway, they were going like 80 or like 75, and I was thinking, all right,
These people are
if you
insane.
have the confidence in the weight of your car or whatever, or its capabilities to withstand such frictional forces, then all right.
Do they make tires for rain? Because I know they make snow tires, but
I don't think
are
so,
there
but
rain
I
tires?
think just like newer. No, I think just well, maybe they do, or maybe just general more like the higher friction tires in general. I don't know.
That's why we got to get to hover cars at some point in our lifetime. That way, you
Exactly.
don't have to worry about tires anymore.
But then you went to deal with the situation in like Back to the Future 2, where Marty McFly is trying to use his hoverboard to skate over a lake, and the one of the antagonists, one of Biff's henchmen says, "You can't skate over water. You've got no power." So maybe going over the water would somehow fuck with the anti gravitational forces or whatever levitating mechanisms would cause the flying cars to fly.
Well, there goes my million market dollar idea.
Yeah, yep, you're fucked. Throw it in the trash.
You you
Dump it.
you, you like just ruining people's hopes and dreams, don't you?
Yeah, put the fries in the bag, bro.
Put the fries in the bag. Well, I've never heard that
Oh, you never
saying.
heard that? Oh,
No.
that's kind of old. That's more like that's a more like internet type of speak. But it's like yeah, 'cause, it's like yeah, fucking. It's kind of like sir, this is a Wendy's, but the reverse.
Oh, I
It's
see.
it's
I
like the
see.
guy. It's the guy at McDonald's like yeah, and I used to be a fucking rock star. Or whatever. It's like yeah, well, fucking whatever. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Put the fries in the bag.
Ah, damn that.
Yeah, it's just a dismissive hand wave of a statement.
Mm.
But it fits. It fits sometimes. It's
But
kind
you
of
had a
fun.
good Christmas overall.
Oh yeah, I bought myself the Final Fantasy HD collection.
Woo!
Yeah, the original,
How much?
the first 6 games. It's usually $72 or something like that. And I've been reluctant to buy it because I bought the first one, just Final Fantasy One, based on its own. It was like
Mhm.
$10, and I always thought like, man, but I could buy the whole thing, but then I'd also be paying the price of that first one. But even though it wasn't that much, so I waited for however long until I really got the itch to start playing to maybe play the second one, and I got that itch. And boy, oh boy, I happened to look on like the day after Christmas, and what do you know? It was on sale for like $48. So popped
Worth
that
it?
shit, got it, and played through Final Fantasy 2.
And you finished it.
I finished it.
And now
God
you're
damn
on
it!
3.
Yeah, I'm gonna start 3 at some point,
Nice.
but
How's Final Fantasy 2?
it was okay, not as good as 1, and it kind of made me think maybe when I finish, if I ever finish all 6, I might make a video, like a video essay on them. But that'd
Oh.
probably be too much fuck work. I'm probably not gonna do that. But I just because the Final Fantasy games they're all different from each other just in terms of story and mechanics
Mhm.
and shit,
Mhm.
and that's especially apparent when going from the transition from 1 to 2. It's like in 1, you start with your full party of 4 characters already. You pick their
Mhm.
classes
Right.
right off the bat from fighter, thief, monk, red mage, white mage, and black mage. Right, you get that. And you name them. You get your 4 characters, and they start. And it's fucking Final Fantasy system. You get your equipment, whatever, swords, armor, whatever. But the magic system is like Dungeons and Dragons, where you have magic slots and slot levels. So it's like you have
Oh.
yeah, you start with like a white mage might have 4 level 1 slots, so you can only use 4 magic spells that are at level 1, and then you're out of magic. And it's like, oh, you level up. Oh, now you have 1 level 3 slot. So you can use 1 spell that's level 3, so it's super more powerful. But
Right.
yeah, so that was the system of 1. And the story wasn't as developed. It was mostly like go dungeon to dungeon, get traversal options. Oh, you have the canoe now. You can go through rivers. Oh, you got the ship now. You can go through the ocean. Oh, you get the airship. You can do whatever. And less story based. 2 was more heavy on the story. I
Oh.
noticed. Yeah, right off the bat, it starts off like your town's on fire and like your group of friends that are already together. In the first one, you just start as a group. You don't really they don't talk. There's like no connection or camaraderie. In 2, it's like they're all like characters that talk with each other and care about each other. It's like, oh, we lost our 4th friend. Where is he? But yeah, it starts like that. So already it has like a story established. Because the first one's like, oh, chaos, whatever. But the second one's like an actual war. Like this, the fucking empire is coming here and fucking killing women and children.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
there's a part where yeah, it's like, oh, we got to stop them from building the airship, the dreadnought, and then they built the dreadnought and they fucking bomb like 4 cities. And you go to the cities afterwards, like they killed everyone. My family's dead. The women and the children. You're like, wow, yeah, they fucking this is fucked up.
Jesus, they're just fucking committing genocide.
Yeah, so it's darker. It's a lot more, as Final Fantasy can be at times.
It's
Yeah, it's
pretty
dark, a lot more
dark.
story driven, but also the gameplay mechanics are also different. For when you start with 3 characters, you have a changing 4th member. Your 4th member is kind of changing throughout the games through
Mm.
every 10% of the game. You have like a new 4th party member
All
coming
right.
in and doing. They have their own specialities and shit. But it doesn't have a traditional level up and XP system. You don't do a
Oh.
fight and get XP and level up and your stats increase. It has like what I would it's kind of like Skyrim in a sense, where the more you use a specific thing, the more that gets leveled up. So if you're
Oh.
attacking with an axe, your axe specialty levels up. If you find a sword that's better, you start using the sword. It might be weaker at first because you got to level up your sword ability.
Mm.
And the same with magic too. Or like if you're using weapons, it'll level up your strength. If you're using magic, it'll level up your magic level and your MP pool, and also the spell itself. So the more you use fire,
Oh.
you start with fire 1, and then you use your fire's upgrades. Now you're doing fire 2, so now fire does more damage, and you're doing like that. And it's a
That's pretty cool. It's interesting.
yeah, it's a little bit more mechanically complex. But the thing with the first 2 Final Fantasy games that I've noticed is that especially the second one and the first one, magic matters a bit more because you'll find like groups of enemies, and I think you can. I think in 2, you can choose to attack all enemies with magic from the start. Like you can
Mm,
use fire 1 on one enemy, or you can select all 5 or whatever. I think in the first one, you had to get like the better version of the spell to be able to fight to do so if you had like fire would only hit 1, but Fire would hit 3
mm.
in a row, and like Blizzard hit 1, Blizzara would hit like a group, you know?
Okay, yeah.
But, like, magic, it really is kind of, shitty because, 1, you gotta level it up to get it better, but, like, if you use it on, like, a group, it really doesn't do that much damage. So if, like, you do, like, Blizzard 4 on an enemy, and it's like, "Oh, it does 400 damage," but you use Blizzard 4 spaced among the 4 enemies that are there, they all take, like, 70. It's like, "Oh, well, that
Mm,
why would I ever do," even if they're all weak to it, it's and at that point, and even then, it's easier to just hit him with your weapon because for most of the game, your weapons are doing most of the damage. Magic does almost nothing to anything that doesn't need it, like the slimes. Like there's a red slime. Oh, you need lightning to kill it because it has high defense and absorbs other magics. So, oh, you need the
mm.
magic to kill it. But for most other enemies, you're just hitting attack and doing auto and just having attacks go for the entire time.
Now, but does it give you the option, like when you select the group to use the spell, to only do like part of the group, or does it have to be the whole group?
No, yeah, it's everyone. It's either one enemy
Oh,
or
yeah,
the
that kind of
entire.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but exactly. But even still, yeah, that would be better actually if you could do it like to make it 2, because even half of 400, it's still 200. But
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
yeah, but and maybe it does that depending on how many there are. If it is 2 enemies, maybe it does do that. I don't
Mm.
know because I've only ever done the one. But
But you
yeah,
never use magic really in the second game.
I mean, I did because I wanted to make it level up and make it better, which and it
Right.
did. But at a certain point, it only matters, like I said, for those elemental enemies that really need it. Otherwise, you're just hitting attack on everything, and that's kind of shitty about the first 2 games because there's like no real challenge. It's only challenging in the beginning when your stats are low. Once you get a decent weapon, it's like, oh, just attack, 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 dead, 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 and then it's only hard for like it's only hard for like the 25% mark to like the 50% mark because you're on this path you're supposed to be on at that point. And if you stray too far, you're going to find the end game enemies. Like, oh, I obviously can't kill you. But
Mm.
then once you get to a certain point, you start to getting those early end game weapons that let you do 200 damage per hit. It's like, oh, well, now I can kind of kill those guys. And then it's back to just hitting attack on everything and not having to care until you
Ah,
get to the very, very like the final 2 or 3 floors of the final dungeon when you're fighting like bosses like per like mimic chest. You find a chest has monsters in it. It has like, oh, Tiamat or Beelzebub. It's like,
whoa.
oh, well, now I can't just attack because they have a gimmick to them. So, oh, okay, now I gotta figure this out. But for the whole game, you've just been doing auto attack, and it's like, oh, now I gotta pay attention. So that's when it becomes real difficult.
But you had a good time and you enjoyed it at least.
Oh yeah, and that makes me excited for 3 because I think 3 is when they started getting somewhat more
Into the Final Fantasy
better.
style.
Yeah, because in the first one, like I said, it was like Dungeons and Dragons style. You have spell slots,
Mhm.
and then in the second one, they had that Skyrim style, which is sort of kind of like a job system. Where you level up your specific job. It's kind of like the beginnings of that, So I think in 3, I think they start like getting more. I don't know if they have. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about 3. I haven't seen anything about it, so I don't know what three's gimmick is. But I know by 4, then it's no job. You're a fucking Black Knight. You're a dragoon. You're a cleric, and you do that
Yep.
thing. And it's way more story based. It's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first 2 are kinda somewhat loose, it's very generic,
They're
but
trying some stuff out.
yeah, it still came out in the fucking '80s or whatever. They had limitations and shit, but yeah, I think 3 is when it really starts
It starts kicking.
building up, I think so. So I'm excited to get to there.
Did that
Oh, this is still it's so yeah,
Oh,
just
okay,
screaming
good.
out,
I
yeah.
was worried. I'm like, did it run out of juice?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta turn that back on the screen,
But
saving
but when
bullshit.
are you gonna start 3? Tomorrow?
Who knows? I beat 2 because the first 2 games are also pretty short, if you know, because like I say, you're just mashing attack. It only took me like 12 hours to beat the whole game.
For the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing.
But that's also playing the remakes, which give me the ability to turn off encounters.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, you're just hitting attack. If I had to actually do encounters normally, it would have taken me an extra 5, 6, 7, 8 hours just
Ye
from the random battles going through these long fucking
Yeah,
dungeons.
but I kinda like that they added that feature too, because it kinda gives you the chance to explore areas thoroughly without having to worry or spend, like, fucking 4 hours in one dungeon. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Alright, I
And
looked everywhere," like,
and play it how you want it because there's also a boost option, especially I think this was in the first game as well as far as XP and money goes, but in this one as well, there's a boost to boost the amount of money you get from battles.
Uh-huh.
Um, there's a thing since you don't level up, you don't level up from health, so you get compensatory HP, where it's like if you get hit you at the end of the battle, your max HP will increase and your defense and like your stamina will increase the more you take damage. So it's like you're
Nice.
building up your physical strength. There's an option to make that higher, or your skill XP increase that from 1 times to 2 times or 4 times. Or if you want to have a real challenge, put it to half. You get half the XP, which
Oh,
sounds
really push yourself.
fucking awful. I have no idea why you would ever do that.
Challenge run.
I guess so. But you can do that for your skills, your attributes, which is your strength, magic,
Mhm.
and then your
Mhm.
magic frequency. And when I got to the final boss, I was like, yeah, I gotta grind because it's fucking hard. So yeah, I just put all that to 4. And it was in the final room just grinding shit.
Ha.
And I kind of cheesed the final boss by finding a strategy I found online. Because I remember in Final Fantasy 1 especially, it was it's like I said, that difficulty spike at the end is so fucking hard, especially when you've been doing just hitting attack, attack, attack the whole game.
Mhm.
So someone said, yeah, just get one guy with the best equipment and just have everyone use Berserk on him to increase his attack. And like Berserk isn't exactly a status. It's not like, oh, you're Berserk, so now you do 1.5. I think it stacks.
Oh
So if somebody
shit.
casts Berserk 5 and then someone else does Berserk 4, well, that's still adding more damage. So like first
Nice.
turn I do 800 and then 400 damage with my sec weapon. Then Berserk, Berserk, haste. Oh, I'm doing 1400 and then 800 and Berserk, Berserk, haste. I'm doing 3000 and 2000.
Oh
I beat
shit.
him in like 6 turns. It was so fucking
Damn. 6
but
turns.
that's for the most of the game though. I was, or for like the last like 50%, or I'll say 65, or the last 35% of the game. Like, yeah, the big bosses, I would beat them in 2 or even the first turn just by attacking. So
Mm.
it's not very well balanced. I think again they figured that out more in the later games, so it'll be a bit better as far as pacing and combat and shit goes.
Yeah, they get better as they obviously because when they release the game, they're like, "Oh, this would be a good idea." And then they get feedback. They're like, "All right, how can we fix this to make it better?" But for Final Fantasy 4, they got it perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
And then from then on, it's just like, all right, well, now we know how to make a fucking pretty good game. Now we can do, they can do all the crazy changes. Like in 6, you get I don't remember what it's
like the
called.
mech suit thing.
No, that's in 4.
No,
Or
it's in 6.
or maybe in 5 as well. But I don't think you get that
I
as much
think
as
there is in 5,
yeah.
but
But
yeah.
one of the main mechanics in 6, or like you get like halfway through, it's when you start learning spells. You get the crystal and it's got the summon on it, but the summon will teach you the spell associated with it if you have it equipped.
Mhm.
And it's yeah, just interesting change on the mechanic. Yeah, I'm excited to get to 3 and see what that one has to offer.
I hear they're actually going to remake Final Fantasy 9.
Ooh, I
They're
don't
doing a
know.
remake of it.
I don't know what's much. Oh, 9,
That's
yeah, 9,
Sedan.
yeah, yeah. That was the
Yeah.
cartoony one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was an interesting one. That was kind of fun with Vivi. Yeah, you had to get play as Vivi. Yeah, that was a
Mhm.
interesting one. That was kind of
I,
like I think when that came out, that was like the Wind Waker of the Final Fantasy because you had 7 and 8, which like much more like grittier and realistic, and then
yeah.
9 came out. It's like what the fuck is this chibi fucking bullshit?
But it's a good story.
It's a pretty good story. It's a
It's a
good
good
game.
story.
It's and also that one has a good mechanic too because you have to wear the equipment, and wearing the equipment gives you
Mhm.
the ability or the magic. That was so it gave you a reason to not just be, oh, we'll just put fucking steel armor on everyone. It's like, no, put on this bullshit fucking boots so you can get like the fucking
It's passive abilities,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah, but then you get it and then you can use it as like your ability points to slot it in. It's like, oh, you have bonus damage to beast while you're wearing these shoes, but you wear them long enough, you can just learn that and put on whatever, and then put the bonus. Yeah, it's fun times, fun ways they change the RPG formula.
Except for Final Fantasy the Zodiac Age. I hate that game with a
12,
passion. Yeah.
yeah,
I
12,
fucking hate that
12 is
game.
not a lot of people's favorite.
That game is so fucking confusing. You fucking the way shit is
Yeah,
laid out.
is it the skill grid, the circle, and you can go into other people's circles. Like you can get abilities like from this lady if you go into her circle. And you don't build that way. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
Yeah,
so it's just a mess.
yeah. Once you get past like 10, with 10, no, 10's where the sphere grid starts, and it's like 10 is super fucking confusing. 9 makes so much sense because it's still XP level up.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
10 is fucked. I
But
think
I hear 10 is good though.
10,
Like people like 10.
10 is good. I don't know about 10 too, but 10
No, not
is
10 too, but
10's all right. And I don't know. I think 11 was like another online one, like 14 kind
yeah, 11
of.
was online. Yeah,
Yeah,
14
so
was
people don't talk
online
about that.
too.
14's still going though. And
People
that's
hated 12. 13, people kind of liked
they
it.
actually had 13, 13 2 with lightning.
Yeah, only the
I
first
know
game I hear
nothing.
that people liked
I know
about.
nothing about 13
I
at
played
all.
I played the first game of 13. I played it for like a good 40 hour. I didn't
Oh, yeah,
finish it, but I
you got a
actually
bit
didn't
through.
mind the story. The combat I thought was good. The layout because you had like command. You had like a
Oh
team. You had
yeah,
to put like
the
command, and then you had to set people's like traits into their certain thing. You know, it's
so
kind of
set like
weird.
how they would act and what they would
Yeah,
do.
set
Yeah.
like how they would act, and then I think they only had like 2 moves that they could do depending on what you set them to. But then when you, I don't know, I can't remember specifically, but I kind of just remember like, oh, command or like commander, like setting that.
That's
But
kind of like how 12 was. I remember now the Zodiac Age because you would have
mm,
slates or you would have the thing where it's like, okay, you would
y-
set up like a coding program. Okay, at the start of battle, cast this, then cast this, then if party members have HP lower than 30% heal, and then if then it was
y-
all that. It
y-
was crazy.
it
Like it
was
was
kind of
weird.
like
Like
that, but it
yeah.
was better and more organized
It
than it
was more.
was.
It was more like a. You're saying it's like more like a
Because it wasn't like
combat,
on a
like general
grid. It wasn't
scenario.
on a grid. It was just like a list that came up of things that you just put in. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
like battle
Yeah,
tactics
like
commands.
tactics.
Like you
Yeah.
attack, fucking support or whatever. Yeah, it was
People
less.
thought Lightning was annoying as shit, but I
Uh,
thought I didn't really mind. She was just tough and cold, and she was this girl with pink hair. I'm like, yeah, I'd fuck her. Like, yeah.
yeah, I'd smash that poon.
At least
Or
I,
she smash mine.
was she of age? Fuck, I hope
Uh,
so.
Makes me kind of want
In
to read.
Japan, she would be.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck in Japan? That's I watched a movie called House. It's like a 70s. It's like a Japanese movie from the 70s. It's like these. I think they're middle. I'll say for the sake of argument, they're high school girls, but early high school age, and they're on like summer vacation. They go to this girl's aunt's house, like a vacation,
Mm.
and towards the end of the movie, you're seeing straight tits, and I can only hope those girls were at least 18 years of age. If not, it was Japan in the 60s/70s, so anything goes, I guess.
Anything goes as long as you got money.
Yeah. But back to Final Fantasy, it makes me want to replay 15 because I did play 15. I liked 15. That was a fun experience, at least for the first half.
Yeah, and then that's exactly what you've told me, and then from what I hear from everyone, it was so great until it wasn't.
Because boy, does that game funnel. It is because it goes from open world, you got the whole countryside, you're driving. It's like, okay, then you're in a city. So, okay, well, that's narrow street, you're not driving, and then stealth segment, train, late game. It's like the world is ending, so you have nothing to do but do the main thing. It's like, what is, oh boy. Yeah, that first half,
You really just got to explore a lot, and then not do the main
I would
story for a
probably
while.
only play the first half of the game. And like you said, yeah, explore, do whatever, and just
Mm.
not because there is a lot to do
Yeah,
in that first area and shit. But yeah, just and maybe I would do Act Two to get in the city because there is shit. It's like, oh, you go under this bridge on this canal and you fight this big ghost enemy or this fucking there's a repeating like I don't know if it's super boss, but like a big secret boss. I know in Final Fantasy 9, it's like a big book in the library, and it
whoa.
fucks you up. It's a hard fight. I think that's in 15 as well, and I didn't do it because it was hard. But yeah, there's some fun parts. But yeah, towards the end, it's
Yeah, I've been kind of getting an itch too to replay 16 because the
yeah, oh
story
yeah,
in
yeah,
16, I feel the story is really good because you have like all these political things going on with the different
yeah, and
regions and everything,
slavery and the
the
yeah, whatever.
slavery, the people. The story's great, but here's the thing: if you're gonna play 16, don't do side quests. The side quests are
Yeah,
all
I
pointless
heard. Yeah,
except for the ones that increase your potion pouch and then like your health, which is only like two.
and
And the
some of the late game ones that are like party member
Yeah,
based,
those are
those
important.
yeah, but I've heard that as well. Yeah, a lot of side quests are
A lot of
boring,
cyclists,
don't matter,
go get
fucking
this,
filler.
awful. And yes, as long as you don't do that and you're okay with like the combat kind of being repetitive, it's kind of repetitive. It's kind of the same,
But it's
but
action combat. So if you
yeah,
like Devil May Cry, and like switching styles, like,
it's fun.
as long as you're not using the weapon you got most recently and only using that until you get the next weapon, then I think it'll be fun. If you like switching up and doing like fuck, because can you switch mid combat into styles and weapons?
Yeah, you
Or
can switch mid combat into
okay, so
different
yeah, so that
styles.
yeah,
Yeah,
so it's like Devil May Cry. You play it if not for the story and the combat experience,
I've been thinking of replaying it, but we'll see. Because I think there's DLC out for it now too. But
probably.
I hear it's not bad either. But it's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
But
That's another
yeah.
thing about 15 too. There's so much DLC for that. There's like the movies, and then each of the other three characters have their own DLC. And the one blonde kid, he has like a VR shooting DLC in the snow. There's so much shit. I would never do any of it because I
No,
don't
it's
care
too
enough.
much.
But it's a Final Fantasy. It's an interesting series, full of fun times.
Like this podcast,
Just
full of
like
fun fucking times
full of fun times and guns in the snow.
and music recommendations.
Music recommendations.
I have my recommendation. I just got to remember the name. There it is. Yeah. All right. So I'll start. My music recommendation is give fuck what give life back to music by Daft Punk.
Oh, all right.
I've been kind of getting into Daft Punk kick lately. I've been listening to some of his stuff here and there come up randomly because you know how you have like different radios on like your
Oh
music
yeah,
app
it
or
makes
whatever.
different mixes.
Yeah, so I'll play this song. I like this song, and then whatever happens after that. But yeah, I've been getting to some Daft Punk, and Daft Punk is a lot of electronics, a lot of electronic instruments, some synths, some crazy auto tune going on with their voices,
Oh
and
yeah.
You know, for a while I never really got into Daft Punk because I would only ever hear like "Up All Night, Get
Up
Lucky."
all
You know,
night Mexican
up all
lucky.
that every time that song comes on, I listen to it because I love him. But every time I just hear "We're Up in Mexican
Yep,
Lucky,"
now I think of that too because you told me that. I always think about up all night Mexican lucky.
and it's not just that was other people too. Like, what the fuck is this? But no, it's just it's just one of those. It's just one of those phrases that sounds like something else. You know, if you
Yeah.
close your eyes, you don't think about what it actually supposed to say.
Yeah, white dress, gold dress, Laurel, Yanni, whatever.
But it's a good song. Give
Yeah.
life back to music. If you're into fucking synths and electronic music and some fucking crazy autotune vocals, check out Daft Punk. I love it. I really do.
A good group with some cool helmets.
Rest in peace. They're broken up. They don't.
Yeah. They might get
Yeah,
together at some point, who knows, for like a reunion tour or something. But yeah, they're as
maybe.
far as now, they're yeah. They're like Scandinavian or something. They're some kind of European.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah, fuck them. Hate foreigners. My music recommendation
Yes,
is a bit of a bit of a random one, a bit of a random one. It's "Hey Soul Sister" by Train.
I love that song.
Yep, it was in my head earlier today and the day, and just the chorus though. Hey Soul Sister,
Ain't that
hey.
ain't that Mister Mister
Yeah,
on the radio
yeah,
stereo? The way you move ain't fair, you know.
yeah, I think yeah, what I think of in my mind verbatim is "Hey Soul Sister, hey there, Mister Mister," because I don't know the lyrics, and I
Yeah,
think of radio, stereo, da, da, hey, and then it just repeats. And
it's a good rhythm.
hey,
It's a good chorus.
it's all. I don't particularly like the song, but it was just in my head
It's a good
earlier,
chorus.
and that's what
It's catchy.
it's catchy. And it's Train. You can't go wrong with Train.
No, yeah, he's got a few. That one, "Drops of Jupiter."
Yep. Drops of Jupiter is a much better song.
Yeah,
I
"Drops
much
of
prefer
Jupiter" is
Drops
much
of
better.
Jupiter to Hey Soul Sister, but
Yeah, but you don't like that. What is a uke? You don't like a good uke?
it's all right. But Jason Mraz kind of soured me on the ukulele. It's like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
we get it. All right, we get it there. Play a real instrument like a real man, just like you guys, real men playing
and
real
women,
instruments.
and
A
women.
few.
There's a few of you.
I think if we got the actual analytics, I think it would be like I saw one time. It was like 70-30. I
Yeah,
think that's probably
I think it's still around that
70%
range
men, thirty
now.
percent women. Yeah, I think so. Probably around there.
But hey, as long as we got a mix of some people here, that's fine.
As long as we got a mix, we got to mix it up, get a mixer going to get some of you lonely people mix up with you lonelier people to make some uglier, younger, lonelier people.
It just happens.
That's what life's all about. Fucking someone uglier than you until we
So
degenerate
you get a
into
beautiful kid.
yeah until somehow the stars align and the fates allow you to turn two wrongs, ergo two uglies, into a right, which is a beautiful child.
And if you want to do it right, give this podcast a like.
And if you want to do an ugly or bad, leave a comment telling us your favorite negative traits a human being can have physically.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Cleft chin, otherwise known as butt chin, a receding hairline.
The one where the lip comes up.
Oh yeah, or the one like the one kid from The Shining, Stanley or Stephen King's The Shining, where his mouth is just like this, but he was just like also a 4 year old, so maybe he's just a mouth breather, or maybe that's because if kids they use a pacifier for too long, their lips can kind of just
Oh,
kind of stay like this because their lips are just used to being like this in the pacifier.
ew.
Yeah,
Or Down syndrome.
yeah, that one's also kind of bad as well. Maybe don't maybe don't leave a comment about that.
Yeah, don't
Leave a
leave.
comment about something more positive.
Yeah, like what did you have for lunch
Yeah,
today?
or your venereal disease status, whether that's positive or negative.
If you
Let us
got
know.
STDs, let us know.
Yeah, we might be able to coach you through them or give you some sort of life advice. Or
Organic cranberry juice unsweetened.
yeah, rub it right on the affected area for at least 6 to 8 months, and you might start to see some results at the 7.5 month mark. Speaking of which, I gotta rub my genitals.
I'll help you. My favorite part of the day.